Alright, so I've got this 2007 CLK 350 right here. Super common issue on these cars, as well as some other E-classes that have some similar headlights like these, is that the headlights will start malfunctioning because the wires on the inside of these headlights, they become brittle, and because of the heat inside the headlights, they will fall off literally, and the wires will be exposed to its bare copper, which can touch each other. The grounds can touch each other, and it'll cause malfunctions. And it's also dangerous because it can spark and cause a fire inside the headlights as well. Don't ask me why, I know that. But as you can see right here on my headlights, on this side it's flickering a little bit, and the full beam and the low beam are both on, but I don't have the full beam on the car right now. On this side it's only the low beam that's on. So I have a similar issue on this car, and I will show you guys how to fix it. Super simple. Remove the bumper, remove the headlights, and then I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so to remove the front bumper, I'm not going to take the whole thing out. I'm just going to take this side off, but you basically just take off this mud flap. There's a little, I try my best to use one hand and show you as much as possible, but right here, where the bumper meets the right fender, you're gonna see a little Torx screw. You're gonna use a normal screwdriver to take that Torx screw out. I'm gonna take it out and then show you how. Alright, so I already loosened the screw, and I'm just gonna screw it out like that. And then this plate right here, it just slides out. So you just slide it out, and there we go. So this is what I unscrewed. The screw is right here. You just unscrew it and take this plate out. Now you come to the front of the car. There's gonna be one bolt right here. Not sure if you can see it, but right there, that bolt, it will release the front bumper. Try to screw it right here. You take that one out, and then also this one is for the headlight itself, so you can take that out as well. Unscrew that. Take it off by hand. Right, so I got both of those screws out. Now you simply just pull the bumper out, and it'll be like this. Now you take out this one last screw to release the headlight, and it'll simply just unscrew like that. Sorry, it's a little hard to work with just one hand and film the other, but you'll just take this out. And I know my headlights rubbers are all melting, and again, this is a 20-year-old car, so almost 20-year-old, so I don't blame it. But there we go, just like that. Oh, sorry, forgot one last screw. So there's 3 bolts holding this headlight together. Take all of those out, and we're good. Perfect. Just like that, your headlight is off. You can slide it out. Now again, you can take the whole bumper off just to make your life easier. I don't want to. But it'll just wiggle the headlight out like that. And boom. Now, there's one connector on the back right here. It may be a little hard for you to take it off at first. I did have to fight with it when I took it out for the first time after a long time. But you just have to like wiggle it a little bit and use a little force. I might have to use both my hands. I'm gonna pause the video right here. Alright, so I managed to get the plug out. I did have to use both my hands, but just have to pull a little tighter. The plug is a little tight, but you can take that out, and then you probably have a cover right here. I already took mine out. And that's basically it. The headlight comes off, and there you go. My rubber top also came off, but that's okay. I don't need that. That's how you take your headlight off. Now that was that was the easy part. Now let's try to fix the wiring on this. All right, so you've got the headlight right here. This is the connector where the little connector was plugged in. Let's just twist and get this out of the way too. But as you can see, I have already tried to tape up some of the wires because my entire wires were down to its bare core copper as well. So I tried to do this the easy way. I used some liquid electric tape and some like normal electric tape that didn't go too well. Got a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo stuff going on in there. But anyways, we do have to remove this connector, which is going to be the hardest part in this whole project. It took me a solid minute to figure out how to get this out, but I'll show you how to do it. What you basically have to do is, got this little blade right here. What you have to do is there's two connectors, and once it's out, I'll show you what the connectors look like. But you basically take the blade and you're gonna shove it right through here, and you'll feel it pass through. So on this side, actually no, only the yeah, okay, so this side, on the left side, it'll easily just slide right in, okay? So there are basically two connectors, but if your blade is wide enough, it might just get both of those knocked down in one go. Now the other side is the harder one because it's like a little tab that's like wider, and it's harder to get that through. So you need something thicker. I have this little screwdriver that I'm just gonna use, but you could use like a wider blade or maybe like two blades wedged in there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just slide this in there just to get that tab. And again, this is hard to do one-handed. I'm gonna try my best to show this. All right, I might have to use both my hands for this. All right, just like that. It pops in. So I'll show you what the connector looks like. Pop this out from the other side. Right, so what was holding that in, and I have taken this out before, but I still struggled a lot. This tab right here, this is the one that's like hard. So you have to, I use my handy tweezers right here. Gave me enough room to wiggle that in, and you do need something like thicker. So that pushes this tab, and then on the other side there's two little tabs right here. That's where I had the two blades wedged in, and that's how you take this out. It is a little fight with that, but as you can see, my wires here are I've got some like weird stuff going on here, some regular tape, all that, but you can see that the wires here are down to its bare copper, and that's probably why it was touching other wires. And I'm gonna fix that up. So you can buy this wiring harness, this whole thing, for all of the wires. You can buy it on eBay for about $20 to $30, but fingers crossed you don't have to replace the whole thing and you can just tape it up like me. If your wires are not broken, I would highly recommend that, because these wires are all they're all soldered in to each connector wherever it goes for each bulb. So that is a big job. But hopefully, so once you remove this, there's 2 wires that go from this side to that side for the small bulb. So the wires go from down there, and there's a tiny hole, and the wires feed through to the other side. What I would recommend is just take this bulb out, and then you can basically pull this wire, and you get a little more room to work with, and then you can tape it over and fix your wires just like that. Yeah, so I pulled the bulb out, I pulled the connector out, and I fed the wires, I pushed them over, and as you can see, there's these wires that are completely down to its pure copper. I'm just gonna tape it up real nice, because I tried to fix it without taking the whole headlight assembly off first, but that clearly did not work out, so I'm gonna do that. So I was able to put new electric tape over all of the wires. Now all I gotta do is just put this thing back together, same way we took it out, and it just slides back in. So there we go. And it just snaps back in. And yeah, that's about it. All you gotta do is just put everything back together in the reverse order, and you should be good to go. All right, and I just finished putting everything back together. The headlights work. So it did not work for like 2-3 seconds. The lights were flickering on and off. I think it was just doing testing, because I put everything back together, and I just turned the car on and off a couple times, and it started working normal back again. Yeah, that's pretty much how you fix your headlights. Thank you for watching.